From the slot machine to the courtroom, questions over how the State Board of Elections came up with the wording on the proposition to allow casinos in New York and how that wording was voted on. Matt Markham reports the board wants the case thrown out.
Approval of casino construction in New York might be something less than a game of chance if voters are wooed by the words. As it would appear now on the ballot, the proposition highlights the pluses of job growth, aid to schools, and lower property taxes. In court Friday, one man says that writing by the Board of Elections goes too far.
That's not neutral, and that's not what was voted on, and that's not their role. Their role is to make sure to enforce election laws and not to create advocating language.
There's nothing to hide.
Though there is no mention of gambling criticism, the Board of Elections explained changes to the original wording.
We received the initial language from the Attorney General. There was discussions between the commissioners, and then that was the language that was voted upon was a result of those conversations.
Eric Snyder told a Supreme Court judge he watched on the internet a board meeting where no mention was made regarding that language. The delay in bringing his concerns to the court, Snyder says, was because he wasn't able to read the proposition until later.
The language is advocating, and I could say it did take 25 days for them to place it on the website, and everyone else can draw their own conclusion.
Even if the court does side with Mr. Snyder, the Board of Elections says time is on no one's side.
It would be a difficult task on an already tasked group of county boards throughout the state.
Decisions would have to be rendered in this court, and ultimately whatever I were to decide here, who's ever agreed by my decision could seek review by the appellate division and potentially even the Court of Appeals. I mean, how can all that happen?
The judge expects to arrive at his decision next week, just 3 before voters head to the polls. Matt Markham, CBS 6 News, Albany.
The Board of Elections says the delay in getting the reworded proposition on the website was only because of logistics, citing thin staffing.